in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
Is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great.
Trevor.
I mean, why did he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
Welcome one, welcome all. This is the Tubcast. We are so glad you have come and chosen to spend your time. You've decided to come hang out with us and spend your lovely afternoon or evening
or morning
or whatever it is, wherever you may be in the EU or not in the EU.
in the Canada.
You could be in Canada.
I mean,
Same
seriously,
time zones.
no, that would not necessarily. I mean, it may be later at night.
The Canadians we haven't offended.
We haven't offended any
I
Canadians.
think that's
That's
all
true.
been left up to
The chat.
old Crazy Legs.
That's entirely up to the chat and whether they decide to be offended.
We
Or
allow
I
you.
guess not necessarily the chat, the Canadians themselves.
Wow,
That is.
We're not trying to offend any Canadians.
that's true. Not just the Canadians.
What's
I mean, not
that,
the
Nathan?
Canadians.
I think the chat does get to decide if Canadians are offended.
Oh, that's true. That is.
If they're Canadians.
That's
true.
We do.
Nope. Anybody in the chat. I give
Oh,
them that
anyone in the
authority.
chat.
Okay.
We do leave it up to them.
Nathan has given you the authority, so there it is.
Nathan, that tub looks cozy. You're
It's
actually
not.
in a bathtub.
It's not.
You took this to heart this week.
You're excited to spend 2 hours in that hard tub.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Is it cold? Ceramic?
No, not really.
He
Oh,
he
okay.
couldn't feel if it was cold since he has pants on. Of course, Jeremy. Yeah. So we're all here. You're all here, whether you're listening in the future on iTunes or currently on the Twitch tunes.
Yeah. The Twitch tunes.
Or the Tube tunes.
The tube.
There's been a lot of drama going on in YouTube this day.
Was that just today? that
Maybe
all
it might have
kinda-
started happening.
Past 36 hours.
Yeah, it happened started yesterday. I believe.
Tell those of us who don't pay attention to YouTube what you're talking about.
YouTube drama. Let's get right into the news.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I was just trying to be. That was my best Keemstar impersonation.
We got some beef.
No, I think it was just that YouTube got a conscience and decided to censor people. I mean we don't really know exactly what's going on. I don't know that Google has made a statement. Have you heard, Nathan?
It's not really that anybody's being censored. They're just not getting ad revenue.
Well, okay, but that's potato. When you rely on that as your income,
But
I think they're feeling because it's if you have any offensive language or vulgar language in your video or in your title,
consistency or
well, I don't
just
know.
in general.
I think I saw that Keemstar had 50% of his videos demonetized.
Oh,
darn.
So yeah,
He
I
is
mean,
not
good,
keeping
yeah.
it raw.
I am not happy right now.
Yeah, sorry. You don't have your hat on.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't wear my hat tonight.
So now, and everybody knows Keemstar's bald, and he's very sensitive about it.
I didn't know that.
Well,
I don't
didn't know
I
that
don't
either.
even know who
Now,
she is.
It's a boy.
Me neither.
It's
Oh.
a man.
It's someone that I've been mistaken for here in
Yeah.
in the
I thought you
chat
said
before.
Kim Star. Like it was
Keemstar.
Keemstar.
Oh.
Keemstar. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's not give him any more credit. But yeah, so YouTube, I don't know. We're fine though,
Yay.
because we're family friendly PG-13
Yeah.
most of the time, unless I play with the rap soundboard.
True.
Yes, the rap soundboard was a dangerous
risky.
night. I loved it.
Two
but it was
nights
a-
actually.
It was like
Yeah, there
roulette.
was 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 episodes might get demonetized, but we'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know if we're
It's not
making.
even as if we get much from monetization.
Yet.
Hey, you know what? We you got your PewDiePies and all these guys
We're
that make
coming for 'em.
$200 million a minute. We've been doing this for 60 episodes. This is episode 60.
59.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
59? No, I
Yeah.
thought last week was 59. whatever. We've been doing this for 60 because there was that one episode that was called open, like mic check, where we didn't actually count it, and that could technically be episode 1. So I'm gonna say 60.
60.
Well, it's episode 0.
And you know how much money we made on
binary.
YouTube? We're transparent.
You want it? We've made a whole
$5.
$5.17.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we broke the $5 mark. Now that's a big,
Hurdle?
achievement for
That's
us.
a Happy Meal right there.
I don't even know if that covers a Happy Meal anymore.
I could have almost bought my meal at Fazoli's the other day.
Yeah, you can get like $4 kids meals.
I like the classy Italian fast.
Fazoli levels.
Yeah.
We're fancy now.
Yeah, bring us more breadsticks, old lady.
Yeah. I paid for those.
I wish for more potato smileys.
Potato smileys. Do they still serve those at Fazoli's?
I don't know. I haven't been to a Fazoli's in like 3 years.
I don't think they
I haven't
You
seen
worked your
it.
way up to a higher class of spaghetti when you were here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
He earned it through Spagarians.
He works at a place where they use their finest meats.
All of the finest
they-
meats.
All the
Only
finest.
the finest
Potatoes,
meats.
They grind them up into a all natural casing. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on with that stuff, I guess.
Well, good for Google.
So there's people that have videos that are not going to get money for them. I'm sad for them, I suppose.
I don't know. I think
Wouldn't it be fair then if Google just didn't put ads on those videos?
that's
too?
what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
So,
They're
so
not-
they're actually
they're not-
removing the ads, or they're
the
just
monetization.
taking.
That's
yeah,
what
that's different.
monetization means. No, it's
No,
not.
no, monetization means they're paying you to put the ads on there. Would
Right,
are they?
but if
Are
they
they?
don't pay you, they don't put the ad on there.
Yeah, are they
Yeah.
still putting the ad on there and not paying
No.
you? Oh, well then it's totally fair.
Yeah.
If Google was getting money for putting the
'Cause
ads and they're not giving you a
what
share,
people
that would
are-
be unfair.
What people are thinking is that maybe the advertisers have complained too much about some of the content that they're being displayed over. That's what the
Advertisers get to choose what they pay for.
That's what people are starting to think, that Google is tired and fed up of, freaking Tide detergent
deal
calling Google and being like, if you play us over one more rape video or, one more video or my first period story, like, we're done. Like, we don't want to be on, we're not going to give you any more
well,
money.
that makes complete
So,
sense.
It does make sense.
yeah, we don't want, McDonald's doesn't want to be like advertised before an ISIS recruitment video. So it's just like,
Well, I mean, and it's funny too, because I mean the way that YouTube is set up. I mean, if you've got an advertisement that's just kind of randomly generated based on what Google has sold ad space for, and then it's just anything goes. I mean, it makes sense. It's honestly, it's kind of surprising that that's not something that's been done before this.
And we've proven it's made $5 and some sense.
yes,
Yeah.
that's a lot of sense.
Nathan, were you going to say something?
I was going to say the main thing I hear a lot of people complaining about is that YouTube isn't very clear about
Yeah.
what their standards are.
Sure.
Yeah.
There is technically they've been wishy-washy because there are some like terms of service or whatever on the website, and a lot of this stuff that they're now not monetizing falls under that category of things that they.
But it's
they
fairly
don't-
generic.
But they just the problem is that now they're doing it. Like, why have they not defended this before? And all of
Right.
a sudden now they're enacting it. So I don't know. It's not going to probably affect us any. But it seems like the culture of YouTube has really been, a lot of videos you watch. I mean, foul language in general, like cursing and stuff, is pretty commonplace in a YouTube video. That's just something you expect when you fire it up for the most part. You don't. So if they're really cracking down on all that, there's a lot of accounts that are going to struggle. But I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out more what they're actually trying to do in the near future.
It has to be a little more clear at some point, right? I mean,
Yes.
you'd think. I mean, you're gonna. I don't know. Maybe you don't. You're Google or Alphabet, and you can do what you want.
Google or Alphabet. Yes.
I don't know whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they changed their name to Alphabet. That was like a Prince move.
The artist formerly known as Google, who
Well, I
still
mean,
owns a company
Google
called
isn't
Google.
enough letters.
It's the overhead company, though. It's not Google themselves.
No,
Right.
but still. We
I
want
mean,
to be all the letters.
The overhead company was Google, and they changed their name.
So
that's-
technically, Google's going to start slapping people with copyright claims for every business name ever because they're Alphabet and they own the copyright to all letters.
We own the alphabet.
you have you have a letter in your name.
I
so-
like that you were about to say you have an alphabet in your name.
Yeah, you have an alphabet in your name.
Well,
Alphanumeric?
How would that apply to the alphabet's cereal? Because that's
mean-
spelled differently.
Oh,
well,
but it
technically,
still has the
copyright doesn't
has the
apply
letters,
cross.
but it still has the alphabet in it.
service.
It still
So that's-
uses the alphabet.
Yeah.
So,
but that's different service markets. So, cereal versus internet. There's a
but
separation between those.
It's Google we're talking about.
Google's going to
Google's trying to get everything.
If Google gets
Surely
into
it
cereal,
would be cereal.
there you go.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. It's it's fun. It's fun to have some drama, right? We like drama. Drama.
And that's your
cringe.
update for this week's YouTube beefs. Beefs with YouTube.
We're just gonna start doing like cringe videos and reaction videos and drama videos.
Okay, cool.
That's gonna be
Okay.
all we do. We're just gonna watch videos and
Sounds good.
oh, this is so cringy, guys.
We had a poll that ran this week.
I didn't run a poll.
There was a poll on Twitter that we ran.
Yeah,
You weren't going to talk about it?
I wasn't. But I guess if you
Now
want
you
to,
have to.
now
I want
have
to talk about it.
You
'Cause
brought
I wanna
it
know.
up.
I want to know what people think.
What do people
But that's
think?
why we ran the.
I know, but I mean, like,
I mean,
the
now
results are in.
now we know why people.
They are in.
Yeah, we ran. I don't know who did this poll really. I mean,
It was some
weird.
mysterious tubber.
It
No
was-
one is taking responsibility for it.
It got some votes. I mean, it's not like that many votes, but the internet is not functioning too well.
Get
Yeah.
on with it.
Lots of things have been failing on the internet lately.
Oh, really? Like,
Well, last
Well,
night, we were trying to play a game,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bummer.
Battlefield, and PSA announcement 2 hours ago. Tinder just announced that their app is crashing. So
Oh, no.
Too
if
many-
you're experiencing problems with Tinder,
Is that too many nude pics?
Just wanted to let you guys
That's
know
why I've
that.
not been getting that many messages.
well,
Well, I don't
It
think
could
that a
be
lot
that
of
you-
grandmas are using it.
yeah, it could be that you have a
That's what you
limited
think.
age range
Whoa.
that you're interested in.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
Trevor.
Tinder. Huh?
Yeah. So
I always thought that. Never mind. Let's see. It's not loading.
Well, that's poop.
the internet doesn't work. You broke it, Kyle. I don't know what you did to the internet.
come on, Kyle.
But it's broken officially. Twitter maybe Twitter's being attacked.
Classic.
That could,
Anonymous is attacking Twitter.
Here, I got
Any-
it. I got it.
anyways, there was a poll ran. The question was, if you had to guess, what energy source do you think we fuel the Tubcast with? And I think the options were diet soda, puns, sarcasm, and sexual tension. And I'm pretty sure when I looked at it, maybe it changed though. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
What was
20
the other one we didn't put on there that we
20
thought would win?
We're not gonna say.
Oh.
20% diet soda. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, it was 20% diet soda, 0% puns, 10% got sarcasm, and 70% said sexual tensions.
you're welcome.
So it's good to
It
know.
depends on what the tension is. I mean, if it's the fans to the personalities or
I
personality
guess that's what
to
I was
personality,
I was questioning. I mean, that doesn't answer everything in the tweet there.
no.
Gotta
have a follow-up now.
Is it sexual tension amongst us or sexual tension
Said
elsewhere?
in the tub, so I don't know. Who knows?
Nathan,
We'll leave
are
it
you
all.
feeling any tension in the tub?
I hope he doesn't
Please
lean
don't-
back
don't
too much.
tell us.
It feels like natural cohesion.
Okay.
Okay.
The pancake batter says the Battlefield 1 wasn't working due to a DDoS attack. We saw that today. I think
It was back up today. I was playing
Do we
a
have-
little this
Dodos.
afternoon.
we don't
so
have that in the stories tonight, do we?
We don't.
No.
No, yeah, I was
I forgot we played games last night.
I was reading that article a little bit. That kind of sucks that people want to, do that, but EA isn't the most loved company out there, but yeah, DDoS attacks, they kind of suck, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
What do you think of them, huh?
Why should I have a
Because
opinion?
Because you're a computer guy.
You're an IT guy, right?
yeah,
So what's your thoughts on DDoS attacks?
it happens.
All right. So you got to watch
There you
out.
have
There's
it.
a way to do
Hot
it.
tips
Yeah,
with Jeremy.
there's
It happens.
There's a way to resolve it. You have to have multiple dynamic IPs that are running to a load balancer for your multiple server farms that load your site. So
Do you ever just pay the ransom?
yeah, you should definitely pay the ransom.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
no,
seems
don't
like
pay
that'd
the
be the-
ransom.
Seems like that would be the one that would make the most sense.
There is a ransom attack out there, not with the DDoS attacks, but it's called Crypto Locker. That's a popular one out there. They basically encrypt all of the files on your machine, and you have to pay them a couple $100 to get it unencrypted.
I have heard of that.
So
yeah,
Ooh.
that's a
happens
bad
to
one.
businesses constantly.
I bet it happens to Liam Nilsson a
So
lot.
and that's why people need
I'm
good
gonna
backups.
find you,
Yeah.
and I will kill you.
Wow, is that hot tip to Jeremy?
So yeah,
That was Hot Tips.
That was your tech tips with
Tech
Jeremy.
tips.
What are we on? Like, what was that channel? G4 TV.
Is that channel still around?
No, it's
no.
gone. It's gone.
Yeah, I don't
Rest
know
in
what that
peace.
is.
Wait, you
That's 'cause
really
that,
don't know?
That's because
Never
that
mind.
lady.
Seriously?
That's because that lady who became famous that I can't remember her name.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn is no longer on it. That's
Who's
why.
that?
Trevor?
It's just.
I know she's young for you.
What's this I see in the agenda about? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, were you just about to ask the question I was going to ask?
Yeah,
Yeah, aren't
awkward
you?
transition.
Sorry about
So,
this.
no, I
Sanitizer. What is
Yeah.
this about?
I have a question because I happened across a really weird, real weird situation, and I want to know if this is something that is normal or not. I was in a public restroom.
Kyle, hair in that part of your body is something that happens to boys when they go through.
Yes.
It's totally fine.
So funny.
You
No,
can
that's
trim
not
it,
what the
though.
question is about. The question is, I was in the bathroom, in a public restroom, and you know how a lot of public restrooms these days have a hand sanitizer that's at the edge, and there's a lot of people that will use that as just washing their hands or whatever, you know.
Because the dirt magically
Whatever.
disappears
Right.
when you
Right.
use that.
Well, so anyway,
Science.
I finished what I'm doing, and there was someone else that had started walking out before me, and you know I hear the hand sanitizer thing, and I come around the corner to the sink, and this guy is literally like rubbing his hands, and then he is like using it as a hair product. He's like running it through his hair and like standing there just like doing his hair with this stuff, and I'm like, is this really happening?
There's probably some similarities to the product lines. I mean, they both tend to be
He was-
alcohol based.
He was using hand sanitizer.
it's
He was
got a
literally using
gel.
hand
Yeah.
sanitizer and like
Makes
combing
sense.
through his hair.
When you're in a pinch, what do you got to do?
I guess, but I don't. I mean, is it just to make your hair smell like
No,
hand
to look
sanitizer?
look
or-
good.
Oh,
look
it's
shiny.
to
Come on.
slick
Yeah,
it
but
up.
it's not going to keep
yeah,
it in
you,
place.
you look like a greaser then.
No, it'll do something though. It'll look
Yeah,
a little
before
give
it
you a
greasy.
little
dissolves.
greasy shine.
Yeah, he's
is that's the better look?
Uh,
So you're saying that if it was you in a pinch, you would do that?
Okay, well, I've got a. When I was in high school, they had like a 50s day, and my mom convinced me that like in the 50s they, okay, obviously they used oil or whatever that was, and she was like, it's just like canola oil or whatever in a kitchen, and so she's like,
I love this story,
just
and I haven't ever heard it.
just put this in your hair, it's fine, like just throw it in there, and I'm like, okay, Mom, are you sure? She's like, oh yeah, that's all the guys used in the 50s. I was when I lived in the 50s. Are you questioning me? I proceeded to have this sweet leather jacket, and I put canola oil in my hair. And let me tell you, no matter how many showers I took for that week, I look like a greaser for quite a while.
It's because you didn't use Dawn dish soap.
Probably, and I used a lot of it. Like I was just like, it was just caked on there.
But it wasn't like Crisco. It wasn't like
No.
Large.
because that would.
I had yeah.
That was the one that I always heard that was used back in the 50s, and that just sounds like a terrible way to go.
But at my pillow, I'd wake up every, and it looked like I was using my pillow to collect like the fries out of the fryer, like I was dumping them onto my pillow and just like using that to absorb the oil, and it
Sure,
smelled
that
like
was
that.
that would have been a nice cover up.
Yeah, just
I'm just gonna sneak some fries to bed.
that was gross. I wrote a song about my pillow when I was in high school. It was the first
Can you
song I
sing
ever
it?
wrote.
Can you sing it to us?
It was something like pillow, 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 you're all mine. We'll be together till the end of time.
Do you still use that pillow?
I don't care what anybody else thinks. But when I'm with you, pillow, I'm not the only one that stinks. I love to look at you deep within your eyes. I hold you really close like I'm in between two thighs.
Nope.
That's what it was.
Stop.
Why?
Stop the song.
Why?
You're making Jeremy uncomfortable.
There is this weird early teenager pillow love story happening here that I'm not sure I want to participate in anymore.
Jeremy
That was
Trevor.
the end of the song for the most part. But it was like this weird.
For the most part.
It was this weird triangle pillow, and it was like green and blue plaid.
It looked like a Dorito, didn't it?
And I could put it in, I could lay down, and like that one line in the song was about it feeling like I was laying in between thighs, and that was when I
And
say
that was pretty cool for a young man, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It always got a laugh, you know.
Well, it got a laugh here.
That's saying no. Jeremy just made me stop.
Oh, stop it! You're making me uncomfortable.
I laughed.
I didn't defile my pillow. If that's what you're getting at, Jeremy.
It's been a long time since I've seen Jeremy uncomfortable.
I know.
I know, right?
He is getting nervous. I was gonna tell some.
Maybe it's because it sounded like the pillow was between your thighs.
No, I was between
No.
his
Like-
thighs.
He's like, this is going in a dangerous direction. We're going to get taken off of
That's
YouTube.
right.
Yeah.
I don't want our monetization to stop.
Hashtag pillow rape. That would do it.
All
That would
pillows
do it.
matter.
That's going to be the title of our next video.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
dear.
it'll be the pillow rap song.
Pillow rap song.
Yeah, with E in parentheses.
you-
So, yeah, that's all. I'm done.
What would be the other word after that? It could be pillow rap something.
Song.
It starts with an E.
Oh, pillow wrap everybody
Evolution.
in your thighs.
Pillow wrap everybody.
So yeah, don't use weird
it would
stuff
be
in your hair. Just
everybody.
get like the chemically made stuff that'll make your hair fall out in a few years that you
Yeah.
buy at Walmart or
Yeah.
some other place. You know.
yeah.
It clogs up your pores and your hair starts falling out and you feel great about it later in life.
But at least it's specifically made for that, right? It's specifically made for your
yeah,
hairs.
this is for the man who's looking for baldness.
For
great.
that, yes.
It's great. There's like a bug flying.
Tired of running from the inevitable. Fall into the arms of fate.
We should make that hair product.
Yeah.
Nathan could be our spokesman. I like that voiceover you
That was
just
good.
did there.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's. I think anybody else been doing anything? Any game? We played some Battlefield. That was fun. Any
We
other?
played some Halo.
I've been
we
playing.
played some.
We played last night. Okay, just if you missed it, go watch our stream. It was fun. We
Yeah.
tried to play Battlefield. We could not get it to connect.
What all? What
So
all
we
did
played
play?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like a new battle
The
mode
mini
on there.
games, right?
We played Halo, original Halo, the first Halo in Blood Gulch.
Remastered.
Two of us, 2 versus 2, red versus blue. That was really fun.
And of course, we paired off with Jeremy and Trevor playing on the same team.
We've got to find a game that we can rule at. You know what I think it is?
We need a
It's
game
Rocket
that,
League. I think
I
we would own them on
I
it.
feel like this
think-
is something that is going to
That
forever.
could happen.
I think it's going to forever be like
a feud.
you and me
Ever
on a
since
team
Video
and
Ball,
those two.
ever since Video Ball, it's just going that way. But Rocket
And we're
League,
going to probably be
That's-
angry every time.
you know,
but Rocket League, I think we can.
that's-
I think we can own.
Perfectly fine with me.
We
I
should-
like winning.
we should own
We
them
got
on
this.
Rocket League. So, anyways, the other we played some Red Dead Redemption. We tried to shoot people.
Trevor left hatchets
mostly
in
each other.
people's thighs.
And then we played. We closed the night off with some WWE with
Yeah.
the big Hell in the Cell, Cena versus Cena versus Cena versus Cena,
Yeah.
and it was pretty epic.
I
So-
got sucked into it after we ended the stream. I
I
kept
noticed
playing,
you're still on.
really.
and I kept losing.
Oh,
I
man.
couldn't win another match.
The game kind of sucks.
It
But,
kind of sucked. Yeah.
but anyways, go check that out. We won't spend too much time. You can see that on our YouTube page, youtube.com/themeninatub. But yeah, that's that. And anybody else playing? I've been playing a lot of Deus Ex. That game's still great. I think I'm about done with it.
I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls, so
Well,
I know that's
Yeah,
like.
you're a
So
little
you're
late
doing
to the
the-
party.
Well, he
Hey,
still
I
has
played
work
it
today.
earlier.
He still hasn't finished Doom either.
I re-got into it. So if anybody gets on Dark Souls, I'll join them.
I don't know. Dark Souls is a great game.
I'm still grinding out on No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Never been playing No
I
Man's
never
Played some
played
more of that
Dark
today.
Dark Souls.
Dark Skunks.
Dark Skunks.
Dark Skulls.
Dark Skunks.
Dark Skulls.
Dark Skunks is a good game.
That sounds like a fun simulator type.
And there's not really. I mean, Recore's coming down the pipe this month. That's probably the next big
I
thing.
just
That's
don't know
gonna.
if I'm. I don't know if I'm intrigued enough.
Well,
in
you
that
don't
one.
have to be.
I know.
You
I'm
don't-
just saying.
you
Like,
You don't.
I want to contribute to the conversation by playing games, but I don't know if that one's intriguing enough for me to pull.
Did you ever play any of the Metroid games on the Wii?
No.
Okay. You might not like it then. It's got that kind of thing going for it. A little shootery, a little bit of backtracking, kind of puzzly stuff.
I might like it. I don't know.
That Metroidvania kind of thing, but in a 3D game.
I just know my biggest thing that I'm excited about this month is at the very end with Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, it looks great. They just announced that you get the Warthog from
I know,
Halo.
I saw that.
Oh man!
And what's so cool?
Man.
What's so cool about that is that they actually went to the effort of detailing like the dash and everything, so it looks.
But does it drive
Yeah, it
all
looks like
loosey goosey like that?
I
thing
sure
did?
hope not.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Why?
I don't know.
I would never win a race with that thing.
Yeah.
It'll probably turn really tight just because it has the all-wheel steering.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm excited to play some of that. So those are all coming out. And the Battlefield beta is happening. It's open. So it should be working now, I think, probably through this
Through
weekend.
Friday, I think.
Oh, is this
Or
through
Saturday.
Friday?
No, it's through Saturday.
Okay. All right, cool.
It's only through Saturday.
If you get to level 15, you get a little emblem for the real game.
Those completionists out there.
Just
Yeah,
saying, I'm
there
at
you
14,
go. There
so
you go,
I got
Jeremy.
another
All right.
hour or two to play.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right.
What are we doing?
Hot
Let's
tips.
let's get to the news. To the news
To
stuff.
the news.
The news stories. Wait, there's cops.
Wait, what?
There's cops. Somehow there's
Time
cops.
for the news.
I like that. Is that our new transition? The most like dime store janky sound effects. Police siren. Time for the news. Cash register. This is the longest transition ever. News.
Can we do a transition between each article?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. That'll be for yeah.
Wait,
This.
this one, I got this one.
All right, great. That's good. That's fitting. That's fitting.
All right.
For
Let's
this
just
story.
transition into the first story.
That was a good transition. This story comes from Mashable.com. It says, the terrible reason hashtag McChicken is trending on Twitter.
This was from Sunday, I believe.
This was from
and
Sunday.
Sunday, McChicken was trending on Twitter, and it should not have been. The reactions alone that are in this article from people on Twitter, they just tell you that essentially there was a video that couldn't be unseen.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's true with every video that you do see, but like this would be
Did you guys see it?
This one you don't
more
wanna see.
so one.
Did someone see it? I like your
Nope.
No.
your what's that called? A scrunchie? A
That's a
puff?
loofah. It's
A
called.
loofah?
Nathan's got his loofah.
That's great.
This was one of my favorite tweets. It's this little boy. It's a gif of a little boy hugging a chicken. It says, "I'm sorry you died for our sins, chicken buddy." And he's like hugging the chicken. It's nice.
There's another one with a kid that's like looking happy, and then it says,
looks
"When I
troubled."
found out why McChicken is trending," and he looks completely troubled.
Yeah, it's
So why? was it
One was leaves church, sees McChicken video, goes back to church.
yeah, I know.
I'm not even kidding you. Like, this is one of those that they say it, and as much as you're tempted to, I'm going to trust this article and not Google
Yeah,
the McChicken video.
We're doing you
Have
a
you seen it?
service. Don't.
You're making me watch
Okay,
it.
well, see, the problem was Sunday I saw that it was trending, and
You
so
watched it, didn't you?
I clicked the thing, and it was like the
no.
first thing that popped up when I clicked McChicken. So I was one of the victims that like got
Oh no!
it right away. So yeah, you don't want to look this up. I'm sure it's everywhere now. It's one of those things where once it starts playing, you're like, what is this? And then oh no, nope. So don't look it up.
I like how the guy that wrote the article says, once you see this video, you cannot unsee it. I'd rather watch the haunted video from The Ring. You know, the one that straight up kills you 7 days after you watch it, than see that McChicken video again.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go searching for it. I mean, it's just it's a weird thing for this to trend. I don't know that necessarily we want to. You know, we probably shouldn't have brought more attention to it. I'll take the blame for that. But it's
You've
it
made
was
me
Hey,
curious.
no, we want to warn people
Yeah.
because maybe you come across it later. If you see anything that is a video, no, don't you dare.
You know
pull
what
that
I
up right
do.
now.
You know
No.
what I
Not
do.
right now.
No.
You can-
Not
Jeremy,
now.
just do it. Just do it.
No,
It's fine.
I don't want to
No.
see it.
Jeremy has my
right now.
permission. So it's one of those things that like.
It's gonna wreck him. It's gonna wreck his world.
So it's one of those things where I think
worrying me
my
now.
first like initial reaction when I saw the McChicken thing was trending, I expected to see that little icon next to it that said like paid ad kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, this has got to be like a McDonald's is doing a promo, like buy
Right.
2 get 1 free. Or
So you're
something.
like, where's the coupon?
yeah, I'm going to see his McChicken.
The chicken.
I really want to
I
look.
feel like we just had the Batman
it-
moment
I
here.
guess you can look it up if you want to.
No, I don't want to give you that peripheral.
Nope, I got
view
my
of
eyes
it,
closed.
so I'm
I
refraining.
got my eye
Kyle's
closed.
going to do the rest of the show with his eyes closed.
I'm refraining. I'm shutting my own eyes.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know.
So you have been warned. This is a public service announcement from Men in a Tub. Do not search that video.
Yeah.
It's probably a bad idea, but we know you will. So.
You know, Burger King though, you can get 10-piece chicken nugget for $1.49.
Well.
Much better deal.
Moving on. Every story has a sound effect.
I like
That's the way that we're going
I
tonight.
just like that. That's some sort of poetic, like afterthought. Every story.
Man,
And
weird.
Every story is sound effect.
We are dragging tonight.
Why?
Downloading or loading.
Yeah, the
pages.
internet is bad.
Pancake is saying it will scar our souls. So
No,
Have you seen it, Pancake? Oh, I'm sorry if
Am
you
I
did.
I'm the only one that watched it. Nathan, did you see it?
This is the first I've heard about it.
Oh,
he's gonna check it out after the show, just like I will.
do it, Nathan.
Okay.
And then he'll tweet about it.
yeah. Make sure.
do not live tweet that one.
We should all do a reaction video
Nope.
for it,
Okay.
where
yeah.
we watch it.
Let's
Not
do
happening.
it.
And then we all react, and then we don't show people the video, but they just
Yeah,
get to see
let's
our
do it right now.
reaction.
Everyone huddle over my.
Although,
computer here.
although mine would be kind of feigned because I already seen it. so.
He saw an edited version. Pancake Batter says,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably safe.
and that was bad enough.
yeah. Not what chicken sandwiches were intended for. So, this next story comes from the Huffing Post. No, the Huff
Well,
Post.
Crazy said hi in the
Hey,
form
Crazy.
of
Hey, Crazy, welcome back.
in his
In
usual
the-
way.
the form of how many tub bucks do I have?
Just my tub bucks count.
That reminds me, we still have a shut up that has not been claimed.
Oh yeah, Jeremy's. That's already been paid for.
He's
Now they-
here.
Crazy, just tell us when you want it,
Yeah.
and we'll accept it.
All right.
All right, this story comes from the Huffington Post. It says, "Girl 8 orphaned after gas from rotting potatoes killed her entire family." Now, I'm not. I don't want to. I'm not trying to make
You're-
light of this,
you're
but it's
laughing,
just such,
but you're not.
I didn't mean to laugh. I just
I mean,
because I
it's-
got through the headline, I just was like, "What?"
I'm with you. I mean, it's a laugh not at her situation, but like, can this really be real?
yeah.
How? Yeah.
I'm wondering the same thing, Jeremy. Since you're so you want to search for something, can you look up if potatoes actually emit a poisonous gas?
I'm
if
sure
they rot.
do.
Basically, I think that they're a Russian family.
Yes.
And the father went into the cellar, not realizing that he had some potatoes that had become seriously rotten. It says that he fainted from the nauseous fumes and soon afterwards died. When he failed to reappear, his wife went in looking for him,
No way.
and she fell to the same fate. Their 18-year-old son also went in looking for his parents, and the same thing happened to him.
Oh my gosh.
The grandmother, I believe, called a neighbor, said there was something suspicious, and pled for help. She then went into the same cellar before assistance arrived and fell the same victim.
The grandmother did?
Yes, the
Oh
grandmother
my
did. She
gosh.
suffocated from the gas.
That had to be
and
a
collapsed.
lot of. I mean,
Right. Well,
either a lot of potatoes went rotten, or no one had been in that basement for a long time and was able to. I mean,
Right,
think about
well-
it. You walk in there. I mean, how quickly before you decide this? I shouldn't be here. There's 2 dead bodies here.
well, but if you're almost immediately, as soon as you get in far enough to see it,
Yeah.
that
too
you're
late.
you're passing out because of
Well,
the
it does make
poison in
sense.
it.
So here's what's in it. There's methyl mercaptan, dithyl sulfide, and dithyl trisulfide. That is all really bad stuff.
Were they trying to make vodka or something?
I don't think so. But
It is a Russian family. Is that why you're saying
Sorry. is
They
that
said
racist?
that it's understood that as she went in, she
they're
left
white.
the door open, allowing the fumes to disperse. And then the girl followed her grandmother in after that and found the bodies of her whole family on the cellar floor.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
So I don't. Can this actually be real? What are you laughing? Are you?
I just feel bad because this was my story, and I feel like it's such a downer now that I feel
Wow.
bad bringing it to the show tonight. I just was so fascinated by how this happened. I'm not laughing at the
Right,
tragedy.
no, I'm-
it's just it's so crazy to think that just sheer whatever it is, maybe it's slothfulness to just leave your potatoes hanging out
Like,
or for
I'm
whatever
hesitant
reason.
to believe it.
Yeah.
But it's Huffington Post, so I'm like, there's got to be at
And
least
it's ran by Hillary Clinton, right? So it's got to be true.
right.
So it's basically hydrogen sulfide.
Okay. That's a name of a chemical.
I think
Hashtag
isn't that
chemist
in the
Jeremy.
stuff that puts you to sleep?
Hashtag
Probably.
Jeremy is a chemist.
are a huge nerd.
That one's always fitting. Yeah. So sorry to be a downer.
That's insane, though, that actually is something that happens. Public service announcement number 2 from the Tub.
First one is don't watch the McChicken video.
Second one, don't leave your potatoes rotting in your home. They could eventually kill you.
This is all true.
Jeremy
Always eat
has
your
science.
potatoes quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mash
Jeremy
them,
has science-
fry them,
Yes.
hash them.
Hash them. Mash them.
Yeah. So
Boil
it
stick 'em in a
messes.
stew.
It starts off by
Make them in a pie for baby and you.
it makes you unconscious.
Immediately?
Well, it starts off with headaches, poor attention span, memory loss, and motor function.
So I suppose if it hits you far
yeah,
or hits
so-
you fast enough, if it's strong enough, that's crazy.
Then it shuts down your cardiovascular system, similar to people who have asthma, similar to that type of
gosh.
issues.
I want to know how many potatoes.
It's
they
also
actually
highly
had.
flammable.
See, it'd have to either be a large amount of potatoes or a very small room, but I'd think more large amount of potatoes just
It
because.
say it was a cellar, so technically
Well,
that would
so-
imply it could be.
Here you go. For all those doomsday preppers, you don't
don't
want to get
potato-
potatoes.
Potatoes are bad.
Pickle them or jar them, or so can you pickle potatoes? I don't know.
You could probably pick, you could pickle
Now I'm gonna
anything,
look
really.
that up.
I'm sure you could pickle a
You
potato.
can can potatoes. I know they're in cans. You can buy potatoes in cans at the store. Man, that's scary.
Would you like a recipe?
No, I'm good. All right, let's.
Are we
let's go-
moving on?
Yeah, next story. Where's my sound effect?
Hang on.
Ooh, they
I'm-
suggest pickling them with carrots and onions. Think about that. Tasty.
I don't want to do that. All right. That's weird transitions tonight.
well, that felt like it was fitting here.
This next story comes from BBC. It says, clowns trying to lure children into woods. Locals in South Carolina say.
This is not an Eric story, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Because
It is.
you don't like. Oh, this
Actually,
makes sense.
Man, how did
you don't
all
like
of your
clowns?
all of your stories ended up together? This
I
is
know, that's
super
weird. I was like, all my stories are on top, but whatever.
Yeah. Maybe it's because there were a lot of kind of scary, sad ones. That
You're
I
like,
was
let's get 'em over
Let's
with."
get them out of the way, and then we can get on to the fun stuff.
That's funny.
Eric, are you okay? Are
Fun.
you going through some stuff right now?
I just kept finding weird stories all week. I was just like, man, the world needs to know.
Killing
Yeah.
potatoes.
If you are in South Carolina, there are apparently a group of clowns that are trying to talk to children.
They're clowns, of
Um,
course they are.
Yeah, there's not
Come
really
play
any.
with me, oh baby.
This almost sounds like the way
Hey,
that it's
kids,
described.
come on into the woods with me. No?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, they
exactly what it
float to
was.
me. They all float down here.
Wow.
I think that's exactly what it was. They're
That's
saying
Tim
that there are
Curry?
characters that are dressed in clown attire, hanging around near this apartment area.
Has anybody who's seen it? Who has seen that movie?
Nope.
I have not.
no.
Nathan?
I've seen the one part a lot where he goes,
Okay.
What
are
is
you
he
doing? Nathan? Don't do
That's
that.
what he does in that scene. He has a thing he twirls around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's got the ratchet thingy. Yeah.
That looked a little weird in the bathtub.
Yeah. Let's just say.
Just
Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
No, but so Nathan, you haven't seen it?
No, I have not seen it.
No, the movie. It.
So I have not seen it.
I'm teasing. Man, I'm the only one that's seen that movie.
Yep.
Okay, can I give it a little background?
You
Yeah,
totally
give it a
can.
little background.
I was young. I was pretty young when I saw it. I maybe like I want to say fifth grade, maybe fifth or fourth grade. And I had a TV in my room for like when I was in the fourth grade, like a little J.C. Penney's TV. And they were airing 2 nights. They were airing it on like whatever, like ABC or NBC or CBS, one of those channels. And it was like a special presentation of it. And so I remember being at home in Aberdeen, South Dakota. I'm watching the movie. And then it had John Boy in the movie. You remember John Boy? You guys remember the actor who played John Boy?
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Not John Boy.
Anyways, it had him in it and some other, isn't it Tim Curry that played Pennywise?
Yes,
Pennywise.
Tim Curry.
Yeah. And so
Really?
yeah, and so I remember being young and just being enthralled in it and just like I was so freaked out. And so then that next day we were leaving to come here to Omaha to visit my grandparents. And so I was like, I gotta see it. I gotta see the second half of it. I gotta know what happens. And the crazy thing about the way they split that movie up is the first whole half of the movie is the kids when they're young. They're kids, and one of the kids dies because the clown rips its arm off through a sewer gutter thing, and then the next half is all them as adults, and how this whole thing is still haunting them. This clown. And it's really good. It's like a freaky. It's probably my favorite Stephen King movie. I mean, I know he writes books, but my favorite movie based on one of his books. But I don't know that it holds up necessarily. I have it on DVD. So how about this? How about we all watch it together someday?
Yes, let's do it.
And then we'll do a reaction video.
Yeah. We'll react to it. It's
Part
one
of
of
me
the,
wants to do that Mystery Science Theater style.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those movies that like kind of is formative, like when you're a kid and in those years and you watch these weird things.
It's probably not nearly as.
But
That
creepy or
explains
whatever.
many things.
yes.
But
It
yes,
does.
I guess with these clowns,
Are they being prosecuted?
no one can find them. Like, that's the thing. One resident told police that she was walking back home in the early hours of the morning. She saw a large clown with a blinking nose standing under a lamppost near a rubbish bin.
Oh my god!
Sorry, this is a BBC article, so that would be trash can for us in America.
What's a rubbish bin?
She said that the clown waved at her but did not speak or come near her. Another woman told investigators that her son told her he saw several clowns in the woods, whispering and making strange noises.
There's something in the water. They're all like, yeah. They weren't using their nose to make that noise either.
I'm just picturing this as like a new gang that's formed.
Right?
We are the clowns! Be us!
Yeah.
Why are they German?
Why are they Nazis? They're Nazi
Because
clowns.
they're Nazi clowns. That's just I'm with you, Nathan. I see what
you
you're.
form a gang in England.
They're-
You become
No, this is
German.
actually in South Carolina.
This is in South Carolina. It's just the BBC is reporting.
That's the
So-
funniest part.
so
It's in
many
South
things.
Carolina that BBC is reporting this.
Then
Yeah, now what, Nathan? Now why are they Nazis?
Well, because they're white supremacists in
immigration.
South Carolina.
Immigration.
Immigration.
Immigration. Anyways, you got to watch out for clowns. Don't let your kids hang around clowns. You need to instill in them fear at a young age. Make them watch it, because I was terrified of clowns for the rest of my life after that. Still kind of get uncomfortable around them. It doesn't help that I believe a lot of them might potentially be child molesters. Okay, so let's go on to the next story. That's a strike, just like this next story. It comes.
Don't watch the video.
Okay.
It's useless.
This comes to us from 9news.com. Says, best friends weep after learning they were switched at birth.
Yeah, these guys are in their 40s. They were best friends.
Don't laugh at my
Oh
news
no,
voice.
they're both Canadians.
Yes, they are Canadians.
They don't look Canadian.
It
Wow.
sounded like they.
Wow.
What? They look Eskimo.
Racist.
Well, they, well, I guess I don't know. It refers to them as indigenous
That's racist.
in the article.
Oh.
So I guess maybe you're right. But
Okay.
anyway, this is like they were best friends. They grew up, and they both were like raised by each other's parents without anyone knowing. It's like the second time that this has happened or that this has come out that there have been babies that have been swapped at birth. Like they were
Like intentionally?
I don't know if it was intentional or not, but like they're very, very angry about it. As I'm sure you could imagine, you find out 40 years later that your parents were actually your best friend's parents.
Especially if you liked them better than
Yeah.
the
Right?
ones who raised you.
They had more money.
They
Yeah.
were rich. I
Yeah.
could have had a trampoline.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were raised by their actual parents if they would have not been friends.
Or what if
Maybe not.
the non-rich parents were wolves?
What?
I'm just saying they were in
Because
Canada.
they're Eskimos.
Yeah, they could have been raised by wolves.
What?
Oh, I thought you were making this into a Twilight thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going with that either.
What, Jeremy? Don't hang your head in disappointment. It's fine.
No, it's just
He was just
one of those
thinking-
things that fuels the tub.
He was just thinking, what happens if it had been you and him that you found out that your
I don't.
parents-
That's so dark. That's such a dark path right now. I don't even wanna. I don't even wanna explore it.
That's the darkest
Oh
timeline.
man, I would be.
the darkest
Oh.
timeline.
Eric's like, please say no.
I don't wanna. I'm not gonna. Insult.
He's like, I have met his parents.
Oh, that's so mean. You're
That's where
insulting.
you were.
I
That's
was
where you were
not-
going with this.
No.
I
Eric.
was not saying anything.
I was gonna
going
say
there
I
because
would
you
be
two
honored.
Knew each other since
You would
were
be
young.
honored. You would be honored. I haven't known Jeremy that long.
I know, but I mean,
Well, let's move on to more wolf stories. This story comes from BGR, which I can only imagine stands for Big Green Reindeer. Says this man built himself a plane so he could save 7 minutes off his office commute. That's smart. You got to spend time with your family. You ain't get home at night.
yeah, this is a guy in the Czech Republic that I guess over 2 years he built an airplane. Spent about $4,000 on it, and it's a one-seater. And he basically wanted to shave some time off of his drive, so instead of being like 14, I think they said 12 to 14 minutes a day that he would have been driving, he's shaved 5 to 7 minutes off every single day. He lands the plane across, like in an airplane or in a field across from the factory, then he drags it into the parking lot of the factory.
Wow,
So he basically is just like, I'm done with driving.
that's actually a pretty cool plane.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
It's just a little one.
Well,
That's what I do in No Man's
I mean,
Sky.
this
Just
makes
kinda-
sense if it was like it takes me 2 hours in traffic to go, but no, it's 14 minutes to now 7 minutes.
Right. He
mean,
said it
that's-
would take about, in the video there, he's saying it would take him about 4 to 5 minutes if he went just straight away, but he takes a detour around so that he doesn't disturb people in the morning.
that's nice of him.
That's very nice of him.
I
Not
like that
all
guy.
heroes wear cape.
See, I'd fly to work if I had to take longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
This seems really cool.
How would you? Yeah, but how does he? Doesn't it take more time to like haul it around from place to place when he's not flying?
It's obviously a hobby in some
well,
respect.
actually, it looks like he's got a system there that's just where he parks.
He's
You know,
got a
how
big parking
infuriating
spot.
would that be if someone came in and parked in your spot? Like
With
you took the wrong person off at work, and they're like, "That's it. I'm gonna get there early, and I'm gonna park in that guy's parking spot for his plane." Where would you park at that point?
in the field.
I guess.
See, this wouldn't be legal in the U.S. Which
no.
Yeah, I'm
I'm kind of surprised it's legal where he is.
Yeah.
Wrong story.
Clowns.
Where was that story set?
This is in the
Czech
Czech
Republic.
Republic.
Oh, interesting.
They don't have laws
There's
there.
another story that says, airplane hobbyist dies in tragic plane accident in Cloverfield.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just making that up. Okay, so
I was like, what? What are you talking
let's
about?
go to.
You
I just thought that if that was our next story, that would be kind of ironic, you know. Like, I just don't think it's smart to build planes and fly them around. I think that's a bad idea. I think you're gambling with your life. But you know, people do what they want. It's a heartfelt story, isn't it?
It is. It's a heartfelt story. Are you ready to go on to the next
And a
one?
helicopter would be much cooler.
No, I'm not going to the next story. Kyle. I'm gonna wait.
Helicopter would be so much harder to build, though.
I think you are on the next story.
No.
Let's get ready to rumble. Oh!
Oh, now I'm sensing the sexual tension.
What was that, Nathan?
Now I'm sensing the sexual tension.
There you go.
Every time Kyle says butts.
This story comes from BBC.com. It says, Clones Castle rediscovered after 250 years.
Yeah, there's a...
Did I sell it good?
You did.
Okay.
You did. So, castle times are here again. There was a castle that was found, and it basically was right in front of everybody's face. The biggest thing is there was just an overgrowth of ivy and whatnot that kind of kicked over and covered the whole thing, so no one knew what was going on there. No one saw it.
Clones Castle.
They've been looking for this castle for a while, and several historians had come to the area, and some had even looked right at that building and gone, "Oh, that's nothing significant."
Wow.
What a bunch of dummies.
That's amazing.
And the best part is it's right on Castle Street, where Castle House is.
That is like the best thing ever. Where's the castle?
How do you misplace a castle?
I don't know.
It probably
Especially
was like
when
overgrown.
it's still there.
By being stupid.
They probably
Wow.
thought it was because it didn't look very big. So maybe they
It's a little castle.
looked and they were just like, "Oh, it
Just
can't
a
be."
little guy.
And so maybe they, I don't know.
Trevor doesn't know.
Trevor's
I'm
like,
trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but
maybe
it seems
they're
pretty stupid.
maybe they're not dumb. That's what I'm trying to say.
Maybe they're not morons.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe they're totally normal and not idiots. But maybe they are idiots. All right. That was a cool story. This next story comes from Voxed.com. This is a place you go for infographics about Turkey, military coups.
Okay.
When you don't understand, they make neat little infographics for you.
What is happening right now?
What do you mean what's happening?
Apparently the wild turkey have formed a military.
Yeah. I'm just saying Vox is kind of that website for people to feel smart because they break things down into like dummy terms.
I still didn't feel smart after reading this.
Oh, okay. This is from Vox.com. It says, the internet's gone wild about a SETI signal from aliens. Scientists aren't convinced because they like to poop on our parades.
Well, that part I did understand because it sounds like there's several things that they look for to be able to believe a signal, and most of them are not hitting that list. So that's a big part of it. Yeah, that was where was it here? They said that to believe that a signal, it is persistent. It appears at the same spot in the sky in multiple observations. It only comes from one spot in the sky. If we reobserve the target, the signal is still there. Things that add to believability: its frequency period delay does not correspond to known interference. Its Doppler drift rate indicates that this is exactly frequency stable in the frame of the center of the mass of the solar system, and its properties, bandwidth, chirp rate, and coding, indicate intelligent origin.
All right, I gotta step in here for a second, Kyle, real quick.
You didn't even let him finish that last part.
Sorry.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
I thought
there's real aliens out there.
I thought he had finished.
But
No,
E.T. had
I
the
was
best
just going to say, they
movie.
said that the signal is not persistent. It was gone when the target was reobserved. The signal frequency period delay cannot be determined. The signal Doppler drift rate is unknown, and they said many sources of interference, including satellites, are present in the observing band.
So here's the deal: they're on a spaceship,
Okay.
right? They're moving around, so the signal's intermittent.
So you're saying Mr. Spock is out there looking
Think about
for
it.
us?
Think about it. They're sending it on modular different wavelengths to try to go where no man has gone before and to discover
Seek
new
out new life and new
civilizations. And to do that, they're
Are we just
sending
gonna,
out a broadcast.
Are we just going to quote sci-fi the entire time?
I'm just
this
saying,
story?
what they're saying is required to guarantee it being, sentient life forms. Could be inaccurate if
So
they're on spaceships.
their argument is that the signal hasn't been consistent. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, they're saying that it hasn't been it hasn't been a persistent signal. It was gone when it was reobserved, and so they're saying that it's something that.
So that means that what? It could be what? What else could it be then? If that's.
I don't know.
It's interference is mostly what.
Yeah,
they say.
and they're saying that many sources of interference, including satellites, are present in the observing band. So they're saying it could have been something that was basically coming from one of our own satellites, potentially. I mean,
that's a
or that
bummer.
it could potentially be causing interference. That is what we're kind of
What
reading.
made them think it was from this thing that was 95 billion light years away?
I'm not even sure.
Maybe the
I don't know how they
aliens were
measured.
trying to send communication to our satellites. Maybe they knew the satellites were there.
Or yeah, maybe
You
they
know?
just tight beamed it, and it was a last ditch effort, and now their galaxy is gone.
Yep.
It exploded
Because we didn't respond quick enough.
That does make sense, actually.
I did feel a disturbance in the force.
like millions of
Souls
voices
were crying
screaming
out.
out.
Did you feel it 100 years ago though? Because that's when it would have happened.
Yes, I did.
No, you wouldn't necessarily. I mean, do those feelings travel at the speed of light, or do they travel?
I believe they
faster
travel
than that?
instantaneously.
I believe the rate relative from force screams to sound or to light is 0.5 to 1.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but that. So we're not taking into consideration their advanced technology that's allowing them to transmit that at an instant pace, and then slow it down so that we could pick it up with our inferior devices.
Hey, Zombernie15, welcome to the chat. Something
Zoom
weird.
Bernie.
Zoom Bernie. Oh,
Zoom
sorry,
Beanie,
read it.
I think it
Oh,
is.
Zoombeanie. Sorry, I said it wrong. We had a zombie in here. So whatever. Zoombeanie says something weird that kind of blowing. That's kind of blowing.
Kind of blowing his mind.
Something is blowing his mind. Says, did you know that C-3PO had a silver leg?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
recall it.
colorblind, and I knew that.
He had a red arm. I know he
Okay,
had a
now
red
Nathan,
arm.
don't patronize new people.
Well, he was silver originally, wasn't he?
Was he kind of like chromey? I don't
I
know.
thought he
fe-
was chromy silver, and then he became
No, he was
gold.
and I think he had the silver leg
Yeah.
in Return of the Jedi, didn't he?
It's really-
when he was
yeah, I think
pieced
that's
back
right, yeah.
together.
It's really
Yeah.
good timing because
Okay.
we are talking about extraterrestrials in space.
He had the silver leg throughout the entire original trilogy. He was pure gold in Revenge of the Sith.
I would
and
say
he
it was
rusty in
brass. I think
Attack
it
of
was.
the Clones.
I think it was brass.
I think
Shiny
he,
brass. Yeah.
Well, because I mean, at the end of the first movie, he's all like one color, because he's all shiny and stuff.
I don't think that's true.
At the end
I
of
think
what
it is,
movie?
though. They're very. I mean, A New Hope,
Episode 1 or Episode 4?
Episode 4, A New Hope.
Yeah, he looks like a
He's-
trumpet,
He's all shiny.
trombone,
Yeah.
a brass.
Well, he
He
wind.
was shiny, but I don't think they replaced his leg.
He had the
Well-
silver leg at the.
It's all the same color, though, is what I'm saying, though. So I mean, I mean,
Looks like he had it in the original. Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't, Trevor.
It
I'm
wasn't?
looking at the image right
Oh.
now.
wow.
It's shiny, so it looks like it blends in,
Oh, man.
but it is silver. My gosh.
Man, you're blowing other minds now, Zoomini.
Yeah.
This can't be true. How has this been?
How did I not notice that?
How has nobody noticed this all this time?
And why is it that he decides that he's going to
Nathan,
make a big deal?
You said you noticed this though. You've picked up on it.
I've seen it in at least I've noticed it in a movie or two, but I thought that there were some times that he was completely
So were they just
gold.
trying to be like more obvious about it by giving him a red arm this time? Nobody noticed the nuance of the silver leg, so we're just gonna make a bright red arm.
He's got-
You
Weird.
might not have recognized me because I have a red arm.
That was fantastic.
Zumbini15 also adds, and then the line, "Luke, I am your father," was not even what Vader said.
That's true. I believe he said no.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for following us, Zumbini. What did you think it was?
I believe he says no. I'm your father because Luke says, he told me enough. He told me you killed him. And then Vader says, No, I am your father.
I am your father.
I think that's right.
That is
so.
true.
I am-
In the radio play, he says, "No, Luke, I am your father," but
okay.
not in the movie.
In the radio play, I did not know there was a radio
that's
play.
like
Yeah.
that's like with Star Trek. Kirk never said "beam me up, Scotty."
No, he said, "Beam me in that hole, Skippy."
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think the closest he came to saying "Beam me up, Scotty" was in the Voyage Home, where he says "Beam us up, Scotty."
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Well, thanks for all the fun trivia.
I just
that's
verified.
crazy.
It's no, I am your father. That is correct.
And thanks for the follow. If you didn't see it there, you have been rewarded 100 Tubbucks. You save up
for
enough
being a
of those.
swell person.
Yeah, you save up enough of those, and you can cash in and make one of us shut up for 3 minutes.
It'll probably be me for sassing you.
Crazy Legs never said when he wanted Jeremy to shut up.
I think Crazy Legs checked in just to see his Tubbuck total and
He
disappeared.
pieced out. This is the same story. This is just we didn't really. Was there anything else, Jeremy? I know you and I both kind of had the same.
No,
stories. Did we cover most of it?
we covered most of it.
Okay, well then I won't. I mean, that was the first story I actually had was that link. That's funny. And then I went to Vox because I thought it dumbed it down nice.
Yeah.
I just like the picture of Jodie Foster.
Yeah. What was
Contact.
that? From Contact? That's what I thought. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Next story. Next story comes from CNN Money, where I get all my money tips.
Sticking with the space.
Odd
Yes.
money tips. There was an explosion today. SpaceX launch pad at Cape Canaveral. Has anybody ever been to Cape Canaveral?
I
Nope.
think I was
I haven't.
there.
I went there one time.
Oh my gosh.
In 2008, and it's cool because you're kind of like on America's wing, and it's like, and it was just like this nice.
Here,
little
pause this. Don't
place.
go into this
I'm
one.
pausing it.
There's another video further down we can find to
Oh,
see
okay.
this.
Whoa.
So yeah, this was
That's
frightening.
big.
Yeah. So this
Oh, jeez.
this was at Cape Canaveral. No one was hurt. There were no issues or anything with it because it was a
Unmanned.
unmanned. No personnel was involved. It was fueling it, and it basically caught fire and went boom. If you go into this video here,
Uh-huh.
and
So it
if
was
you
just
go to
getting.
about
It was fueling
1
and
minute
had a
10
leak.
seconds. That's where you want to. Yeah, something like that. I don't know it. Yeah, there you go.
You keep saying things, and I'm focusing on whatever's
So,
going on. So.
Here's this rocket.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, the humanity!
No, there was no human.
Here's-
It was
Do you have it
unmanned.
muted?
Yeah.
Here's the
Okay.
react part of
Go
it.
back. Go back through and
Tubcast.
Yeah.
Go back through and
yeah,
play the sound.
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. Unmute it because it's just the natural sound.
I hear birds.
Yeah.
Wow, what a delay.
Yeah.
It's quite a ways away.
Man, that's like a Hollywood-looking explosion.
I know.
Usually
Like
see 'em
that's
like that.
that's the part. It doesn't look like something that was just like what you would expect to happen. That looks like it's way more with as much flame and everything that you
Yeah.
had there.
That's because it's like all fuel exploding. It's not like a
Right.
true explosive.
Yeah. But the structure of the beams
They're still there.
did not melt.
Yeah.
This has been Hot Tips with Jeremy.
Truth. Truth.
Just just debunking them truthers left and right.
There's a PSA number 3.
Yeah. PSA number 3. Jeremy, fill us in again.
What?
That it's all still standing.
Why do I have to say it again?
I don't know. It was just,
No.
never mind.
Okay.
Zumbini 15, very active in the chat. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
He or she or person is asking, have you guys ever covered the Mandela effect? All of these small insignificant things are like changing my memories. LOL.
Oh, gosh. The
Jeremy's-
Mandela effect.
Why don't you explain it for
Yeah.
us, Nathan?
Help us out, Nathan.
All right. The Mandela effect is a growing belief in, like, New Age and New Age-ish circles that there are enough things in pop culture that people remember just slightly off, like, say, the lyrics to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood theme song. A lot of people think it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The lyrics are it's The lyrics are actually, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood."
Oh, weird. I thought that too.
So what people have been saying is, oh, at some point we must have shifted from one universe to another where the lyrics are actually different. Stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Or like how the Berenstein Bears are actually the Berenstain Bears.
Yep.
Or how we were just talking about everybody misquoting Star Wars.
Yeah.
That one too.
It's good.
That's insane.
It's probably true, but I've watched way too much Rick and Morty that I just wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's I'm not sure that I would. So they're actually saying that like we've just been shifting in an alternate reality.
Yes.
Without us noticing. Okay.
Yes.
Zumbi.
And it got the name because people think that there's a widespread belief that Nelson Mandela went to prison, and he actually did not.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. The Zumbini has said another example would be remembering that Mona Lisa had a blank expression, but she does have a slight smirk.
I saw the Mona Lisa in person.
Well,
Did you know?
Yeah.
That's fair. The slight smirk does look kind of like a blank expression.
Wait, did you
It
see
does
like the
kinda look-
actual the model that they painted, or
no,
just the
she
painting?
would have been dead by now.
Well, I didn't
I
know if
saw
you
the
were like
painting.
slipping into a different reality.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe in my dreams.
Little did you realize Leonardo da Vinci actually painted an immortal from Highlander.
No, that was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
We talked about that on our lunch cast, which if you
Yeah,
haven't heard,
Subscribe to
subscribe to
Patreon.
subscribe to Patreon,
So,
$5.
like you're saying, like
Cool.
in an alternate reality, like people are gonna remember this Tubcast, and it'll be like,
That's
oh,
really
I
good.
remember Nathan didn't have pants on in this one, and then we're like, well, no, he was in a tub, so but of course he had pants on. So let's see what's next. That's a real bummer.
Expense?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh no. It's tragic.
Did you just shift us? What happened?
Wow,
we
we're
went-
in a new.
we went to-
We're in a
dimension.
new
We went to the
dimension.
dimension where
Oh, man.
he doesn't have pants on.
Did we all together
We're
just
experiencing the Mandela
experience the Mandela effect?
I was thinking for a
I
second,
don't-
is this like that movie with Ashton Kutcher where that dog gets put in a burlap sack and beat to death?
Was that the
But
butterfly?
no, that's the
butterfly
butterfly effect.
Oh,
That's
that-
different.
That's chaos theory.
Yeah, it's also different than if you put a cat in a box and leave
Yeah,
it there.
yeah.
That's Schrodinger's
Yes, that's correct.
cat.
Yeah.
Schrodinger, his cat's just.
We ready for?
Still alive.
His cat's.
Still
Is
alive.
that where you,
You know-
ding the bell and the dog wants food?
The only thing we didn't mention in this story, though, is about the SpaceX, is that it does kind of put a dent in Mark Zuckerberg's plans to give people without devices internet. So
I don't know if that'll necessarily destroy everything.
I just
for
said
him.
it put a dent in it.
Well,
'cause it-
Facebook can still fly their planes.
Because yeah, but it's cost. It makes it look bad. You know what I mean? Like it puts a bad
Well,
taste. In
one thing that I'm wondering
Buddy's face,
with the
mouth,
way that
look.
everybody's getting this information like that, like how many rockets did NASA have that went off like that no one ever knew about because there weren't cameras that were filming there.
One.
The internet.
There wasn't the internet.
One.
So
It was just one when all those teachers died.
that one.
I
okay.
did see that.
What was that one
But I
called?
mean,
The
like, I
Challenger?
guess that's what I was.
Challenger.
Live.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's so crazy how today all these things can affect a company like SpaceX, like that, because
of the
this thing
internet.
blows up and it's on the internet and everybody has video of everything anymore.
Well, and they said that the company, the Eutelsat,
Yeah.
their stock dropped like 9%.
Yeah. Thanks, Pancake Batter. That's what I was
because of the
trying to.
cost.
That's what I was trying to get at. When it cost him $95 million, so it did hurt him. It didn't. It wasn't like it didn't affect him at all. He had money invested in it.
Wait.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. Okay.
Oh yeah. It definitely cost some
I'm
money.
sure there was insurance.
Yeah.
that's like a
Space
$5
insurance.
bill for him though.
Think about
isn't it?
There's got to be
I
insurance.
mean, still though, if you're working on this project, I mean,
and
you
then he's
have
gonna
budgets,
and then he's
you
gonna
know,
write
it's-
it off as a corporate loss, and he's gonna get it back in taxes.
Well, and it's a huge time investment too. I mean, they don't just. I mean, obviously, this was they were still in the process of just launching it.
Yeah.
Fueling it.
Now they have to build the rocket. You know, I don't know if they have any rockets on storage or whatever, but
Trevor, didn't you ever see Contact? Why build one when you can build two?
actually, I haven't seen Contact.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought you liked space movies.
I do. I never saw that. I don't know.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa,
That hurt. That was a painful sound.
That was?
This next
Wasn't that loud.
story comes from Fox 43.
Kind of like this story. It's a little
It
painful.
says Reinhold's man arrested for having sex with miniature horse in Ephrata.
I don't think that's it.
I think Eric's a little dyslexic sometimes. I think that's Ephrata, not Epharta.
Lisdexic, is that what you just said?
Dyslexic, yeah. Yeah, there is a man. You see his picture there. He has been charged with having
Affairs.
a good time
Relations.
relations with a miniature horse in Lancaster County. Yeah.
Do we know? Do we know? Do we know roles in this act?
Gosh, it doesn't matter.
You
Don't
really
be
need to ask
details.
that question.
It's a miniature horse. How do you think it's going to work?
That still doesn't answer that many questions, to be fair. But like, it's just like you can't just say it's smaller than an average horse. How do you think they had sex? Like that doesn't necessarily clear things up. But thanks for trying.
It means it would be easier for it. Never mind.
No.
You weren't supposed to dive in there.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Nor
my-
was he.
Touche.
That's what I mean, though. Was he the one diving?
what is happening here? I can't get anything to load. I can't get the story.
Zoom Beanie ads. My little pervert, my little pervert.
Yeah, that's about right.
Talk about a brony. Yeah, he's one step behind.
This won't load the full story for me.
It was Lancaster County.
He's 21 years old. He was charged with burglary and sexual intercourse with an animal. He was arraigned on Monday on $5,000 unsecured bail. They said
Wait, it wasn't even his own horse?
no, this is somebody else's horse.
Not your horse.
He basically the neighbor called the property owner and said that they spotted a suspicious pickup truck. And so they called the cops.
The pickup truck said "pony raper" on the side of it, so it was suspicious.
Right, so
He was arraigned.
basically.
Okay, so now position makes sense.
Yeah, so they saw him going into the barn,
So right.
and they called the cops, and he had basically kidnapped the horse, and he admitted after the fact that it wasn't the first time that he had visited the horse.
Visited. That's very.
He had
Casual,
visited a couple other times, so this is a serial visitor. And yes, Zoom Beanie,
I think that's
this
called
is
repeat
how
offender.
BoJack Horseman was created, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's very relevant.
I think that's exactly it.
I was hoping it would turn out a centaur.
Only a $5,000 bail?
Don't sound so like excited about that. That's all.
That's not
I could get myself into a lot of trouble and not cost me much.
Wow, you took it that way. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. I took it that way.
You did.
But
Just remember, folks, nay means nay.
yeah, that's right. Our name means no.
Okay.
You're having
I don't know
issues.
what is happening.
Just close your browser.
I'm trying. I just tried. And
Use
it's-
Chrome.
I don't have Chrome.
Well, you should have Chrome. We'll go on to the next story.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
This one.
Hey,
comes-
guys, don't do that.
We need a sound effect.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Ma.
Silence, Earthling!
You're like delayed. Like I feel like these all would have been better like one step. ahead.
Probably. I'm trying. I'm just trying to get anything to work
So
here.
this it says this. I like how all the Fox News websites have kind of the same template. I just
Yeah, it looks
noticed
very
that.
similar, yeah.
This story comes from Fox 8 in Cleveland, not from Ephrata, and it says teenager on the run responds to police on asks them to use better picture of her
Unfb.
on FB.
Yeah, basically.
Why are
this-
you using this picture of me? I don't look
That
hot
picture
enough.
does make her look really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she basically asked the police to use a different picture because she was unhappy with it. After she had escaped from prison, she posted on her Facebook, "Hey guys, here's a better picture to use. Please use this instead of my mugshot."
This one.
Well, I
She
mean,
does look happier.
I mean, it is a better picture.
So it's like this one or this one. Let me zoom in. She doesn't.
It's also a lower quality picture. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's smaller.
And it's like a weird crop too. It's not even
Yeah.
like it doesn't really make sense. It's just like this. Why do you want to use? Maybe because you're smiling. Do you?
I
almost more
assume that it was originally had somebody else in the picture, and she cropped them out to focus on her.
It's more of a Mona Lisa smirk, I think, than a smile.
Yeah, I don't. Well, in this, I mean, yeah, that picture isn't very flattering of her in her prison getup. But how did they give? Did they give her that giant blanket in prison? That's what I want to know.
Maybe,
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
maybe it's like a,
Maybe it was chilly in the prison.
Well, maybe it was they were serving.
or maybe it's
chili.
like a calming or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would hope they have blankets in prison.
You can probably read it for me.
Yeah.
Say.
Just-
There's no
No,
blankets in
I
prison.
just saw Shawshank Redemption. No
Did we
blankets.
miss anything?
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Yeah, I think I don't know. We're
Settle
good.
down,
We're
Kyle.
good.
It's okay. Don't get flustered over your computer. It
My
doesn't
computer's
matter.
dying.
It doesn't matter. Just look at the TV.
I
And
know.
all the stories are there.
I know.
It'll be okay. Let's breathe.
I'm waiting for
You're
the
getting-
next story.
This story isn't over. I don't feel like we've really figured out why
So did they catch her?
this girl didn't. I mean,
I don't believe they've caught her yet.
Did they update her picture?
think of the. I mean, just what that's. I mean, this kind of speaks to like that, like this, like kind of. I'm gonna sound like an old person. Kids these days. But it's just like this thing of like, oh, you know, they have the ability
Entitlement?
to overlook what they did that was bad and wrong.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I don't like that mugshot.
What are you trying to
I
track
don't
me
want all the
down?
people on my manhunt thinking I'm ugly.
You're like defaming me on Facebook. Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
So it's kind of whatever.
You know what they should have done? They should have responded and said, "Could you please deliver one in person?"
Yeah.
Maybe she would have done it.
Pancake batter says, prison chili. Yeah, this next story comes from the USB port. Nice one that time. That was a good sound. I liked
On
it.
top
If
of
people
it.
don't recall the original, Eric has that right in front of
He
him.
hasn't even read the headline
I
yet.
know. Settle down.
But
jeez.
they see it.
No, that doesn't
They
matter.
don't see your car though.
We didn't read it yet. It
Can't
says
see it anyway because the story's there.
DeLorean Motor Company will release a new car in 2017. Sorry, what is this?
New DeLorean.
Just kidding.
Yeah, there's a new DeLorean that is coming out in 2017. Basically, the company is only operating and repairing older models. Because of some recent regulations now, they have the ability of being able to go through and create new cars because they're able to use some cheaper engine parts that'll make it a better car than what they were using for the previous DeLorean.
In the 70s?
Yeah, in the
Imagine
in the
that,
80s,
there's better cars.
I believe.
No,
I think it's almost double or tripled the horsepower of the original DeLorean, and because of the regulations, I think it has something to do with they don't have to have the same type of safety with that.
Wait, so it's less safe than it was?
I don't know. It didn't really specify. This article had a lot of like weird typos, so I don't know if it's just not written somewhere else or what. But it seems like there are some regulations that have kind of let up on some of the standards that certain smaller companies have to use for their mechanical parts or whatnot.
Huh.
And so it's kind of like the way for them to be able to get in and start making new cars, and they've got I think they said about 300 that they're going to release in 2016, and then they're going to have more of a full production next year.
Well, the whole reason they've been in business, if you were, or back in business, was they actually were being kind of a repair shop for their own cars. For years, they were actually getting the DeLorean was getting remade in Mexico from the original part machines and castings. And so you could actually buy an original DeLorean that was brand new year model throughout most of the 90s and 2000s, but it was from Mexico.
Huh. I really like the way it kind of engenders that original
Yeah,
design.
it looks really
of-
cool.
Of the DeLorean. It almost looks a
I'm
little
looking-
little Lambo-y, but it's
Yeah.
still,
I'm looking at it. I'm just like, I really want that to be on Forza Horizon now.
yeah. It's
Yeah, they're
really
saying that it's going to be about $80,000 to $100,000.
Makes
Well,
sense.
That's not horrible.
It's actually cheaper than a new or a DeLorean in great shape nowadays.
yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's.
I mean, that,
how much was it going to be?
80 to
80 to 100,000.
Oh wow.
I mean that's definitely expensive, but I
It's a race car.
guess I was thinking at least 100,000.
Yeah, it's cool looking though. I wonder, will the doors have to open?
Oh yeah,
Like-
you got to have
like
the scissor
It
doors.
wouldn't be the same if it didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So now this does mean though that they're going to try to remake Back to the Future, even though the creators
Yeah.
said no,
Yeah.
you're not going to do it.
They
Now
gotta-
they,
Just
you
got to
gotta
kill
have
him
it
off
now.
first.
now they got a new car.
Doc's gonna be a hipster.
Oh no.
But he's going to be like a 50-year-old hipster.
Why is Doc a hipster? Why
I don't know. I just was throwing stuff out.
Doc is?
But the body, the cool part. So it's not just
Marty,
gray.
you've got to try this beer. It's craft.
So the wow. One of the things.
I think that's probably spot on.
You know, there actually was a part in the script where Marty said that he and Doc became friends because he would go clean out Doc's garage and Doc would give him beers.
That's perfect. Jeremy, what were you trying to say?
Oh, so it wasn't mentioned yet, but one of the cool features of this car is the body is it's going to have the gull wing doors, obviously, for the way it opens, but it's going to be brushed stainless steel, the body of the car. So that'll be pretty cool.
The stainless steel construction makes it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember the line. Oh gosh.
Hugh Hefner plays the new Doc. Zoom Beanie says, "I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know that's not really a hipster move, but you know,
Yeah.
He is now having to pay $1 million rent for his own place to live.
his own gosh darn home." All right, let's move on to the next story here. Yes, the next story comes for us from KETV Omaha, 7 News, ABC. This is actually local news because we're in Omaha.
That is correct.
And it says, man caught after crashing truck into plane at Epley Airfield.
Yeah, there was
So,
a
yeah.
guy that had decided that he was going to go for a joyride on Thursday last week around 9:30 p.m.
While we were in the show.
Yeah, we were doing this here,
Yeah.
and just down the road, this was happening. The man said that people were trying to kill him. And
That's
was
always the way
acting-
it starts when
was-
you're describing
right.
what happened to
he
the
was
police.
acting weird near a parking garage. Airport officials approached the man and to try to talk to him and calm him down, but a foot pursuit ensued. The man climbed a perimeter fence and ran into a construction area. They said that he found an unlocked Southwest Airlines truck, basically
with the keys in it.
took off joyriding into it and basically crashed into an airplane that was at the gate. One of the ladies that was going to be a passenger on that plane said that she was about to board the plane and something hit them. She says we all didn't fall over, but it shook us pretty hard. They then took the man into custody. It looks like they had him in a straitjacket here.
Wasn't he
and
like high on meth?
I think I saw that somewhere that was what was going on. He was high on meth, or they suspected that he was high on meth. So there you go, kids. Meth is a crazy drug, and you probably don't want to go have that experience.
But I think the takeaway is they shouldn't have left the keys in the truck.
yeah,
Never
it's all
leave
on
the
them,
keys in the truck.
really.
Well, if you think about it, I guarantee that's what's gonna policy change is gonna happen.
Yeah, it does kind of look
Are
like.
you blaming the victims?
Yeah.
No, the victims would be the people in the plane.
Zumbini says it kind of looks like a bald Will Smith. Yeah, kind of like almost Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
I was noticing he has pretty good teeth for being a meth guy.
I think that's a little far away to see that.
Yeah.
Or a meth guy?
I'm just thinking this guy tried it at a
For a
bigger.
meth guy.
He probably would have been right that people were trying to kill him. I mean, I'm just kind of surprised they didn't probably take some shots at him anyway, because I mean, going in an airport,
Yeah.
that's pretty major.
and just driving a car into a plane. Like
Jumping the perimeter.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they get pretty serious when you start doing that stuff.
they don't like it, is what you're
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson real hard in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, trying
You
to
try
break
to get in,
into
you
jump over
try to
that
break
gate?
into a airport, they will come after you.
They send the attack choppers after you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Things get real fast.
Things get real.
but you can jump a car
Real
over the fence
fast.
from the beach. Hot tips.
Yeah, hot tips. So, yeah, that's crazy. It's we hear weird stories sometimes out of Omaha. I mean, Omaha feels sometimes like people just expect us to be, this story would be farmer crashes tractor into a crop duster. But like,
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people think that Omaha's way smaller.
he was tripping out of his mind on gumdrops and soda pop. So like, that's what I figure people expect like Midwestern news
Would
to
you
be.
look at cat dogs can drive?
Yeah,
Guys.
I didn't know dogs could drive. But yeah, that I don't know. So there's weird stuff everywhere. I guess
Weird
it's
things
just-
happen.
That's just how it goes. Oh, you want me to change stories? That's what.
Oh
that
no,
means.
I thought we were done.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
okay.
his awkward transition.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I was
there.
just yeah,
Yeah.
because we're just doing awkward transitions tonight.
wow.
What it is I think that I'm like trying to not change stories so I can like throw you off with your
Yeah,
sound effects.
you're throwing me. I'm just all around thrown off tonight, so it's okay.
You just got stressed out and flustered with your computer problems, but it's all good now, right?
It's
You're
all good.
back
I
again.
think so.
Life is good.
I was missing out on Tubbucks for a few minutes
Oh
there.
no! How do you live? How do you go on? BBC. We've been having a lot of BBC stories tonight. What in the world?
That is true.
Deer collides with competitor at Dublin City Triathlon.
Yeah, there was a triathlon that a deer disrupted. This picture is just fantastic.
What kind of
just
deer has antlers
reindeer.
like that? Oh,
Yeah, it was reindeer,
Okay.
and basically the bicyclist was struck by the animal as he was going by. They said that this was on Sunday. He cracked his helmet and following the incident, but managed to carry on. They said that he did end up finishing the race, and he said that the helmet definitely saved him. Apart from that, his shoulder was a bit sore and he had a headache, but that he did finish the course in 2 hours and 25 minutes. The guy that took the picture said he never thought that a deer would actually try to leap over the cyclists. He said, I had a feeling they might make their way across the cyclists' path, so I tracked them through my lens, and I never envisioned that they would actually try and leap over the cyclists. It all happened so fast, it was a real heavy crash. It was a relief to see the competitor get back to his feet and continue. I love the last line of this article here. It is understood the deer has also recovered.
here's what the problem is. The cyclist didn't say on your left.
He did well, no, but there's another deer there. They were bullying through.
Yeah.
You can see that other one's hindquarters there. That's
Yeah.
that's
Nice hindquarters.
That's
Deer was
animal
like-
talk for deer butt.
Wow.
Hindquarters.
In the chat, they're saying, is this a deer or a moose? The story says a deer. I know it kind of looks like a moose antlers, but I think it's like a
probably
yeah,
reindeer.
I think it is a reindeer.
Do you hear? Did we have the other
I
story?
thought,
this is just-
I thought they could fly. Why didn't they just
Or
fly
this
right
is just
over the
Irish
bikers?
deer.
Oh, they're
all
drunk.
season.
That's what it is. They're drunk reindeer and they
Maybe.
can't fly good.
That actually makes a lot more sense now, and
Yeah.
that kind of bunks why they just decided to run over him.
You've been hit back.
Yes.
You've been struck back. A drunk animal.
What?
I'm not sure what reference that is.
He just went smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ashamed. To say.
I heard
Yeah,
another.
you are shamed. I'm shaming you, Trevor.
2 days ago, I heard another reindeer story, so I'm looking it up real quick.
Donner.
300 reindeer were killed by
Slosher.
lightning
Oh, yeah. I
in
heard about this.
Norway. Yeah.
Was it just like a chain of lightning? Like one got
Must have
struck
been.
and then it just was like.
Well, if you've powered up your lightning gun enough, it can latch onto multiple people at the same time. So I
Yeah.
assume that's what happened.
That's probably.
That's just
true.
Man,
Oh man.
They must be really good conductors or something.
I know, right?
'cause that's
Look at all that wasted meat. Sorry.
So I've heard you say that too many times in your life, Jeremy.
Is someone ringing?
I do hear like a. I hear music.
Jeremy, it's your computer.
Is it me?
It's your computer.
He's playing
Oh,
music.
okay. I was kind of getting into it.
Okay. That was
Okay, sorry, guys. All right.
Your silly reindeer story making
Yeah.
all kinds of noises.
I thought the end was coming.
I know. I was like, what's happening?
One more story. This
One
one
more
comes
story.
from City. Oh, wait, no, it's just the Buffalo News. Yeah. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? There's an ad. An
really
ad on
big
the
ad.
Ad boys.
Get rid of this ad. I can't tell. Ask me later, okay?
Yeah.
I'm busy doing a live show.
Doing stuff.
My pop-up blocker isn't working tonight. What's up?
Stupid pop-up blocker.
It says police perform Heimlich. To what if everybody said it like Heimlich? The police perform Heimlich to save man's life. Arrest him over drugs he coughed up.
Yeah, this is just really weird. The police approached him. He had a cigarette pack that had a plastic bag in it, and they asked him to see it, and instead he stuck it in his mouth and resisted. So they started to tackle him to try to get it out of his mouth. And I believe they may have either they did or they threatened to tase him. But he started choking, and they said that he started turning purple. So then they performed the Heimlich. Once he coughed up the cigarette pack that contained a bag of cocaine, and they arrested him on the spot. The guy was charged with criminal possession of a controlled substance, tampering with physical evidence, obstructing governmental administration, and resisting arrest with criminal trespass following the incident. After his arrest, he said that his cousin had asked him to hold the items. If there's something in that bag, I am in deep trouble. That bag is huge. I know it's probably a B felony, Ramos said, according to police. So basically, his buddy told him to hold on to it, and he decided that he realized that this was something not to be holding on to when the cops are coming up to him, and that's why he tried to swallow it. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
And then he choked.
And they arrested him anyway.
Oh, man,
I think he's gonna sue him.
it's a bummer.
He didn't. Did he ask for them to save his life?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it sounds like they got the evidence
It's true.
through unapproved means. I mean, that's like illegal search and seizure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Was that a fart, Nathan?
No, that was a chuckle.
It sounded like a fart.
I was ricocheting through the tub walls in there. Yeah, that's weird. But don't.
What if the bag would have broke inside his stomach?
I mean,
He'd
that
be
happens.
dead anyway.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, gosh,
quite a bit. But they always are swallowing their drugs. That's just the thing. I don't know who they are, but I'm just saying.
I hear if you stick it in your arse, it helps mask the
stick it in
smell
your
from the
arse.
dogs.
This is Jeremy's new children's book.
Hot tips.
Yeah.
And then if you stick it in your arse, it helps mask the smell.
Yeah.
And then you will not wind up in a small cell.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they would have noticed him doing some deep cavity searching with it. Yeah. Sir, are you okay?
Just got an itch.
Are you sure it's just an itch? It seems like you're struggling there.
It's not a struggle. I'm enjoying it.
2 knuckles deep.
All right. Well,
We went places tonight that were kind of weird.
We boldly went where no tub has gone before.
it's never weird. It's always normal.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time!
You got mail. You can email us at iwannagetit@tub.com.
This is a part of the show where we read your emails, snail mails, tail mails, bell mails, whatever it is. We've got, your tweets, your Facebooks, your Snapchats, your inquiries sent by Courier
Instas.
Pigeon. But unfortunately tonight, this has been the first night in a while where we have
No
not
one
got
has
any.
emailed
we
us.
didn't get any correspondence.
Then why do we do mail time?
Just to make people aware
Oh.
Yeah.
that they can do that.
You
So
can-
stop
you can get
questioning
at
our
us.
practices.
It's a thing.
We do this every week. You can send in your stories that we want us to cover, and we can discuss.
Question you have, ask us anything.
If you got a new tattoo you'd like us to share with the audience, anything like that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we have none to share this evening. So
If you're as sad as we are, start writing us an email right now.
Please
Yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Please write us an email for next week,
Send
and
us
we'll
an
read
email.
it.
You can send us a tweet.
So this is the part of the show where we like to plug things. So you've made it this long, you've got to listen to plugs. First off, we would like to let you know about the Lunchcast. If you're not familiar with what this is, we've been posting on our social media. Lunchcast is coming once every Monday.
Yes.
That one was a fart.
Okay, that was a fart.
Clarification.
The Lunchcast, if you're curious what that is, that's just, that's some unintentional conversation that sometimes goes somewhere. It has a point, but maybe not. We do this weekly. It's just kind of a more casual discussion that we have. Topics go all over the place. If you want a little taste of it, you can go to our YouTube page at minuteatub.com/theminuteatub. No, that's incorrect. It's youtube.com/theminuteatub. Or you can go to minuteatub.com. But you can listen to a little clip, little teaser. But if you're interested in getting those every week, that's $5 a month on Patreon. So that's roughly 4 podcasts a month. Then we have other rewards on there for you as well if you want to check out our patreon.com/theminuteatub.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm super excited about this new venture with the Lunchcast.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think people are gonna get to hear at least kind of a different side. Maybe a little more personal.
Little less of the polished trying to be showman.
Yeah, I mean it's not as much pressure. We're just kind of casual, eating lunch and talking. So check that out.
There are no rules.
Right. Trevor choking on his sandwich.
Yeah, it's all there.
All
the
Heimlich
things.
maneuver.
I don't think I actually choked on the sandwich.
I think
but
you'd
I
already
mean,
you'd already finished it.
Yeah.
It might have been a bag of drugs.
It might have been that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think so.
As always, be sure to check us out on all social medias. We're on,
Yeah.
we're on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Find it all on minuteatub.com.
We're here every Wednesday and Thursday night.
Wednesdays are games. Thursdays is Tubcast. So I think that does it for this evening. A little bit shorter one.
Yeah.
A little shorter
Makes
one there.
up
lads.
for last week's being extra long.
Was it extra long?
It was like 2.5 hours last week.
Whoa! How did we go?
That's not long. That's enjoyable.
That was just
it was just a little bit longer than the traditional 2 hours.
Than the Tudurkin.
The Tudurkin.
Yes.
You know, once upon a time, this would have been long.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
We've just kind of settled into into a groove.
Zumbini, I keep saying his name wrong. Wants to know what games we play. Now, we're kind of a variety.
Eclectic.
We try to play stuff. If something new is out, we'll try to play that. We have kind of fallen back on some Jackbox stuff because we like to get the crowd involved with like Drawful and Fibbage.
Yeah, you guys can play
We've
with
only
us.
played
We have
Fibbage
betting.
once.
Yeah,
we
but
need to
we
play
still
that
play.
again.
So
you weren't here
there's
that
a
week.
lot of different stuff. We try to keep it fresh. We don't stick to one thing. I know a lot of people like that. Like they want consistency. You guys should just play League. But we're trying to. We don't want to get bored with something. So, but on Wednesday,
Give us a suggestion if there's a game you think we should try out.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, some of the reason that we don't do that is just because we all have full-time jobs and other things going on, so we don't have the freedom to be able to do as much together as we would like to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're open to pretty much any game.
So
Sometimes we'll put a we'll put a survey out on
poll.
Twitter or a poll on Twitter asking you guys which game you want us to play.
So yeah, just Octodad would be a great game. Yeah, we should
that'd
try.
be
We
fun,
should try
yeah.
playing co-op where you have to use one controller. It's really really challenging.
Ooh.
But yeah,
They do that with the Overcooked game too.
Yeah, we've played a lot of different games. So make sure to check out our YouTube channel. And you'll be able to see. Just look under the Tub Plays playlist, and you'll be able to see all the games that we've played. But yeah, we'll do a little of it all. Thanks again, all the new people that joined us tonight, especially Zumbini. Thanks for being involved in the chat. We really
thanks.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Please come back on Wednesday when we're playing a game. We don't know what we're playing yet,
Kyle.
but it'll be playing something.
Wait, what?
I have a question, Kyle.
What?
Did we end up giving away that month thing to Warcraft Legend?
No, we didn't.
Because he's mentioning that he took a break and he's
Right.
gonna start it up.
Well, and this is only for new players. So if you don't have
Yeah.
an account already, we do have a reward. Basically, it's $5 to claim. We've got one that's available, and basically it's got the first. I think it's 5 DLC packs as well as a free month to play. So if you're listening in the iTunes, if you're listening
YouTube
anywhere on YouTube, check that out. We've got that. You can just go to our Revlo.co page. It's revlo.co/meninatub. If you don't already have Tub Bucks, and even if you don't watch us live or hang out, you can get some of those Tub Bucks just by going in and setting up your Revlo account and then linking it to your YouTube. You get 100 Tub Bucks a week. So,
but more importantly, please just subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah,
right.
That's the most important part of that.
No matter what.
If you could subscribe to us on YouTube, that shows your support. That helps grow the community, and make sure you share with your friends. And it is the Men in a Tub on YouTube.
Correct.
To be clear. Let's close out tonight. Here's the little teaser that we posted today. If you wanna, you can take a look at this and listen and a look, I guess, and then we're gonna say goodnight.
I'm only going to listen.
You're only gonna listen, like you're actually
right? If you're artistic of any sort, which, God, the great creator, right? If you're a creator, are you going to create one masterpiece and stop painting, stop sculpting, stop?
Yeah.
Are you going to seriously?
Actually, that's not too far-fetched for an artistic person. Yeah.
That's incredibly far-fetched.
No, if someone has their masterpiece,
they stop art altogether.
What about
they live out the rest of
the
their
penis
existence.
guy, the other penis guy that's touching the penis guy,
The penis guy,
and then
wow.
the other guy that paints the penis guys, like all those guys. DiCaprio, yes, Kyle, yes, Kyle, the star of Titanic.
He
The
painted
one that
all of them.
Paints penises.
He paints all the ceilings like his pretty French girls, right?
Oh gosh. The famed penis painter Leonardo DiCaprio.
I can just see Leo just painting that Sistine Chapel.
So that's just a little sample of the Lunchcast, which you can get that on Mondays if you subscribe to our Patreon. And that's it, I think. I think we're good to go. So everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you all Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Remember, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. We'll be here, and we hope to see you back. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Good night. See you.
Bye.
Where's that music at? That music is coming in so slow. I'm scared. Now it's coming in so hard. Can't take it. But I gotta dance. Bye, Nathan. Bye, Nathan. Have fun in the tub. See you guys all later. Bye. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're Eastern, be 10 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. Yeah, sure. PST.
Yeah, that's it. Standard time.